Ogden.
Hello, Mrs. Caldwell.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Walker. I don't know whether she's in or not. I've been waiting and calling for ever such a long time.
I can well imagine. I have never known standards of service and civility plunge to rock bottom quite so dramatically.
Somebody call?
Service and civility, Mrs. Ogden, the two pillars of the retail trade. However, you foisted on my billy yesterday certain foreign foods, which I am now returning.
I never foisted them on him. He bought them. He didn't have to have them. Nobody made him.
Oh, well, in that case, if you'll be good enough to reimburse me, I won't detain you any longer.
Oh, I don't know as I can do that. Take things back.
Well, of course, dear, if you're doing so well that you can afford to lose my custom.
How much was it then?
£1, 9 shillings and threepence.
Wouldn't do it for nobody else, you know.
Good morning. Good morning, Mrs. Caldwell.
Morning, Mrs. Walker. Now then, love.
Can I have 2 tins of Bobby's cat food, please, Mrs. Ogden?
Oh, well, I'm afraid we're right out of that cat food at the moment, Mrs. Caldwell, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it on the top of my list right away. I'll do it now and then they'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, I've never known this shop be out of Bobby's cat food.
Well, here, look, why don't you give him something different for a change? How about them? Anchovies. Bet your Bobby'd love them.
Before Ina went to St Anne's, she forecast that you would lose all your customers. And I think she might be right, Mrs. Ogden.
You can tell people's character by the shape of the nose. I bet you didn't know that, did you?
Nobody knows that.
Nose readers do. Gospel. It's all in the hooter.
All right, then. What's mine got going for me?
Well, I think them sort of nostrils mean that you're generous and easygoing. And that means that you've definitely got a weakness for worldly things.
What does that mean?
You don't love me for my beautiful soul?
Of course I do. I just like to have something to grab hold of, though. Do you read lips?
I used to be a tester in a balloon factory. It's like old times, isn't it?
Where'd she go?
You what?
Nothing. It's just the end of a joke. Then tell you the beginning. Unfit for human consumption. Throw the smokes over, will you? He's been watching old movies on TV. But me.
Frank,
Be name and nature.
can I ask you something?
Putting your serious voice on. It's a great track, this, isn't it? Good.
I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. Go on, then.
What?
Frank, can I ask you a question?
Oh, it doesn't matter then.
Oh, go ahead, let's have it.
Well, you're glad, aren't you, that you jacked in driving a lorry?
Just a little mint balls kid. Who needs lorries for a living?
You've got to do something, though, haven't you?
I'm going to, aren't I?
You can do up all cars, can't you? I mean, it must take a lot of know-how on the mechanical side, like.
And you think I don't have what it takes?
I'm only asking. I am an interested party.
Yeah, well, you get your £5 back as soon as I breathe some new life into that old jalopy.
I'm not bothered about the £5, love.
Well, what then?
Nothing. I suppose you must know a lot about engines, you know, we're driving a lorry.
Sure I do, doll. Give me 2.5 tyres and a wing mirror, and I'll have them lapping Silverstone within the week.
Love you.
Dig this record. Turns me on.
Not breaking anything up, am I?
Yes.
Oh, well, carry on. Don't mind me. I'm very broad-minded.
Why, what do you want to do, watch?
Oh, thanks, Bet. You're one of nature's gentlemen. You know, it is really true that people in the north are much friendlier.
And some of them knock on doors.
I did.
What with, you tie?
All right, knock it off there. How's business?
Oh, could be better, might be worse. Hey, do you still want to tart up that old jam jar of yours?
Yeah.
Only I'm knocking off early today, and Alan's out on a job down at Shaw's Haulage, so if you want to make a start...
Cheers, Billy. Thanks, mate.
That's all right. I'm not all wool in a yard wide, you know. It's a bit of an insurance policy for me. I mean, one day I might be very rushed with business, and I might be desperate for an extra spanner man.
Well, I do. Drop these in at the Rovers after?
That'll do. See ya.
Hey, don't cut out. You got time for a coffee, haven't you?
Oh, no. Thanks all the same, Bet.
Hey, you're not mad at me, are you? I always go on like that. That's the kind of close peg I am. Stay for a cup of tea.
Some other time. Thanks all the same. See ya.
Well, cheers, Billy, and thanks.
See you. He's all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
He likes you.
Hey, he was serious, you know. He might ask me to work for him one of these days.
Well, he still likes you, I can tell. What about the car?
All work and no sex makes men nervous wrecks.
What time is it? Hey, I can't stand that. Don't stop. Nibbling my ears, it makes my knees go funny.
Well, if I nibble your knees, will your ears go funny?
Come on, I'll give you a hand with the car.
No.
Why not?
I'm sorry, but it's not the kind of thing you can help me with. You know what I mean? I'd have to show you where everything is and put you right.
Well, I could always give you a bit of moral support, love.
No, Bet, thanks. Honest, I'm tons better on my own.
All right.
And anyway, if you were there, my mind would be on other things now, wouldn't it?
You're not looking, are you?
Not looking at what, love?
Oh, you can't ask that.
All right, I'm not looking at what I'm not supposed to be looking at. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Your eyes closed. Right, open and behold, and if you laugh, I'll break your head.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Oh, what's all this then?
Nothing at all.
Oh,
Well, do you like it?
a dress?
A lot. Hair, makeup, dress. What do you think?
Yeah, thinking.
Well, you don't have to think that long, do you?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
You're not just saying that to humour me, are you?
No, I like it. The hair, makeup, dress. I like it very much.
Crikey, we shall overcome.
But, it's just that it's... Well, I mean, it's not really, you know, is it?
Not what?
Well, it's not you.
Oh, Kenneth. Sometimes I come very close to being a widow.
Still not you, love.
But that's the whole point. It's a different me.
Well, why do you want to be a different you?
Well, don't you ever get fed up with yourself?
No,
Well,
not really.
Get fed up with me. Sometimes I don't think I even like me.
Oh, I like you. The old you, that is.
All right, one by one. Now, what's wrong with a miniskirt?
All right.
Because everybody knows you like miniskirts because your eyes ping out every time you see one.
Initial reaction, love. I'm as susceptible as the next fella.
As long as your wife doesn't wear it.
Well, they don't suit you, do they?
Well, listen, Mr. Initial Reaction, I'll tell you something. There are miniskirts, midi-skirts, maxi-skirts and Valerie Barlow skirts, which I've been wearing for the past 7 years. They're sort of knee-cappy skirts.
Oh, they suit you.
Oh, they don't. They suit you. They make me feel all... Oh, hello, Mum, what's for tea? And good old Val Barlow, she's a jolly little soul.
All right, but why do you have to go such extremes? I mean, look at your hair.
Victorian.
Yeah, well, I prefer it was more bouffant.
Bouffant?
Yeah.
Or a beehive. I mean, if we're going to live in the past, let's do it properly.
No, we're not living in the past, and you know exactly what I mean.
Well, all right, if this is your idea of going to extremes, what is your idea of not going to extremes?
A compromise between the woman I was having breakfast with and the woman I'm having tea with. When it's ready.
You know, this is more like money on wheels. Why didn't you swipe a Mini in the first place?
All right, Frank. That sports job was a class motor, though. Coach built. Leather recliners, walnut dash. Brand new skins. These aren't much copper, are they?
Oh, they'll do.
Oh, there's millions of Minis around. Sardine cans.
You still miss the essential, don't you? We can flog a Mini, because it's 1 in millions.
Yeah.
But the car you wanted to ring was 1 in a million. Like nicking the Queen's coronation coach and trying to sell it as a Landau on Blackpool front.
Oh, I wouldn't flog that, Frank. I'd melt it down.
Give the front a spray, will you?
Thought you might find time for a bottle of beer. Hey, it's not bad, is it?
You didn't bring 2 bottles by any chance, did you?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll have a swig of Frank's.
How's that front coming on?
Not bad.
I didn't expect to find him here.
Judd, he's in with me on the doing up and disposing of.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Well, it never cropped up, did it?
No, but I think you might have told me.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. See ya.
I'll see you, kid.
Can't be bad. Getting a bad train to bring your bevy.
Oh, Daddy's in there, boy. Got a lot going for me.
She doesn't like me much, does she?
Your mother didn't like you.
No, she didn't, did she?
How's Mrs. Caldwell this evening?
Oh, much of a muchness, thank you.
And Mr. Tetlock?
Just keeping body and soul together.
Ah, well, that's the main thing, isn't it?
I never liked October. I think that's at the back of it.
Back of what?
We're feeling much of a muchness.
A tankard of October, that's what they used to say. A tankard of October. Best and strongest ales were always brewed in October.
Do you know, I never knew that before, Mr. Tetlock.
Oh, aye, it's a fact, is that? It's a fact, right enough. Hey, did I ever tell you about my pal Dick Thomas? He were an ale conner. You know, used to go round to local pubs, tasting ale for water and
You've
such.
told me.
Aye, oh, he were a right legend in his time with Dick Thomas. He died a martyr to duty.
Yeah, you told me.
But I'm telling Mrs. Walker.
And very interesting too, Mr. Tetlock. I just wish I could hear more on it. I must get back to the bar. Have you heard from Mrs. Sharples at all, dear?
Oh, just a card saying she'd arrived safe and sound.
Good. St. Anne's. I suppose the weather will tend to be inclement this time of the year.
I wonder what it's like in St. Anne's.
Inclement, dear?
No, I mean in St. Anne's.
It's not all fair weather and fancy-free running a business, is it?
Well, you do need a knack, I'll grant you that much. It's not everybody has got what it takes.
You spend years building up the goodwill and then you see it all slung through the window in less than a week for one reason or another.
Are you referring to businesses in general, Mrs. Turpin, or businesses in specific?
What are you supping, Chuck?
Nothing, thank you, Stanley. I'm asking a question of Mrs. Turpin.
I was alluding to the responsibility of running a business on somebody else's behalf. I mean, sometimes running a business turns into ruining a business.
Present company included, I suppose.
How about a shandy? Betty, what about
If
you?
the cap fits.
Well, there's another golden rule to business, Mrs. Turpin. It pays to mind your own, thank you very much.
The source of my sister's livelihood, Mrs. Ogden, is my business. Thank you very much.
Well, it's safe enough.
Safe enough? It's almost dead enough to qualify for a burial grant. Excuse me.
Well, you're a right useless Eustace, you are, aren't you?
I pull the stops out. Why?
All you can do is stand there and gulp while I'm bearing the brunt of offensive insults, inferring I don't know what I'm at with the source of her sister's livelihood.
Oh, well, I think, you know, it's a source of our Irma's livelihood too, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what you're all so worried about. I'm not worried.
Takes a worried man to sing a worried song, Billy.
You what?
Well, you don't look your usual abandoned self tonight.
Oh, it's not going down too well tonight.
Well, I've come across a few worse worries than that in my time.
Yeah. I think I'll nip down the garage, see how young Frank's getting on. Hey, I like it. Val, you look phantasmagorical.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say that if you were married to me.
Oh, you temptress. I would. I'll be back in a minute. See you later. Bye.
Was the shock too great for Ken, then?
Oh, marry and grow tame, that's what they say, isn't it, Betty? Or maybe I was too tame to start off with, I don't know.
Frank.
Yeah? Ah, hello, my old mate. Almost through.
You're through now. I'll give you 5 minutes to get that out of here.
Something wrong?
Skip the fanny, you're ringing it. Plates, logbook, paint job. Just Scarpa, will you, and vote me dum-dum of the month.
Come on, Frank.
500 any use to you, Billy?
4 minutes.
Look, what are you going to do when we leave here?
Just blow, will you? Like it never happened. Well, that's all there is to it, really. It's called ringing.
Do you want a cup of tea, Billy?
Oh, thanks so much, Mariam. Hey, your missus looked great last night in that midi gear.
Oh, I'm afraid one man's midi is another man's poison.
Yeah, what about a number plate? I mean, you can't fool about a thing like that.
Oh, you buy an old knacker box for a few quid. That's a car that's been a smash, right?
Yeah.
And all you got to do is go out and nick a sharp model, the same year, same model, give it a quick respray, and swap over the number plates and the logbook and put it in the block.
In the block?
No, that's the car auction.
Oh, I see. And you just let Bradley and that other bucket of brains just slope off, did you?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit dicey to me, mate.
Well, I wasn't sure how to play it last night. I'm not really so sure now.
Well, play it straight, Billy. If the police pick him up, your head's on the chopper, isn't it? There's no way from Butch, you know, because keeping quiet is still aiding and abetting.
So you reckon I ought to go to the police?
Well, of course you should. Look, they played you for a mug, mate. Don't play yourself for one as well. Bring him up now. Use our phone.
Oh, no thanks, Ken. I don't want the place crawling with uniforms. I can do without that kind of publicity. I'll go and see him this afternoon. Thanks for tea, Val.
Oh.
See you.
Hello, Chuck. Just going and see how things was going.
Tell you how things is going. Nothing's going. That's what's going. Nothing.
Well, nobody in at all?
Nobody. It's a blooming boycott. That's what it is, you know. I'm stacked up sky high with stuff back there. Not short of a thing.
Aye, except customers.
They've all gone to Sissy Battersby's. That's where they've all gone.
Is Bobby's cat food in, Mrs. Ogden?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mrs. Colwell. But I tell you what I'll do, Chuck. I'll put it on top of my list right away. I'll do it now and then they'll be here tomorrow.
You said yesterday that we'll be here tomorrow, and that's today. And you'll put it on the top of your list then. I think I'd better go to Sissy Battersby's.
Oh, are you going now, love?
Well, Bobby's starving. He started chewing his tail again.
Well, only I was wondering, would you mind getting me a pound of rice, love? You see, we've had a bit of a rush on rice, and Stan's very partial to his rice pudding.
Well, thanks for telling me, Val. I think I knew there was something wrong last night when I saw that dead-leg mate of his down at the garage.
Frank means a lot to you, doesn't he?
Yes. Yes, he does. Ooh, of all the stupid clothheads. If he gets convicted this time, he'll go to prison for a long time. He's got a record already, you know.
Yes, I know, love.
Well, I suppose I better try and find him and tip him off.
Bet, I know it's none of my business, but honestly, there doesn't seem to be much of a future for you there, does there?
With Frank? You mean he'll be in and out of prison all his life, with me having every year when he's not?
Well, something like that.
I know. But somehow it doesn't seem to matter all that much.
Hey, Betty, can I have a word with you? Confidential, that, you know.
Hey, knocking off the outlay. I reckon we must have cleared over 80 quid.
Thereabouts.
Not a bad bunch, that, Frank.
Spare money for a week or two.
Do you remember Scotty Parker and Mickey Mouse the Scouse?
Did 18 months for stripping lead?
Yeah, Chase Roof and Denton. Well, they've got their own yard now. Apple to an oyster, they'd let us use it if they saw the percentage.
Nice talk, Judder. Nice, me old mate. Hello, love. What you drinking now? We sold the car. Dead easy, no trouble.
You sold it?
Yeah.
So you stole it and sold it? No, Frank, there's not time. Billy Walker's going to the police.
Hey, the crummy bear.
How do you know?
He told Val and Ken Barlow this morning, and Val told me.
Oh, come on, Frank, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, all right. Look, we better scarp a bit.
Tell him to go and you hang on for a bit.
Go ahead, Judd. I know where to find you. What now?
I want you to go and wait for me in the flat.
In the flat? That's the first place the bogies will look.
Please, Frank, just do as I say.
Hey, Kenny! Thank the wife for us, will you? I've had time to do it myself.
Thank you for what?
For tipping us off. Oh, I didn't know Billy Walker would grass on us. Anyway, I'll see you when things cool down a bit.
Can I do something for you?
No, but I think I can do something for you.
How do you mean?
Well, isn't it about time that you gave a little bit of serious thought to the damage that you're doing to this shop?
Oh, heck, I'm not starting all that again with you.
No, and I'm not starting anything either. I'm just asking you to step aside gracefully and let me take over while there's still something left for our Maggie to take over when she comes back. I mean, it's in your interest as well as anybody else, and you're not going to get any thanks for what you've done.
Except maybe silly bastards, be you? Oh, before you start, Chuck, I'm on your side. We want to do the best for our Irma, don't we?
Now, look, our Irma entrusted this shop to me, and entrusted to me it's going to stay.
All right. I've offered to help. In good faith and everybody's interests.
Not mine.
Yours most of all, love.
Look, Hilda.
You was behind Mrs. Turpentine's attempt at sabotage, wasn't
Listen,
you?
our Irma's coming back next week, isn't she? On your own words, you see her selling out your stock sky high.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to do something about it, won't we?
Oh, maybe a flit, a moonlight flit to London or up the flipping Amazon or somewhere.
No, we're having a sale. A big bargain sale. That'll bring them flocking in. They'll come from miles around.
You're asking me to take a hell of a risk, Ben.
I know.
I'm not so sure you do. Have they sold that car yet? Yeah, well, if the police get onto it and want to know where it was done up, Joe Muggins, I'm finished.
If Frank's convicted again, Billy, it's definitely prison this time.
Who told you I was going to the police anyway? I've only told Ken.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? And anyway, I'm sure you can guess.
No, and, yes to that one. But if I mean, I wasn't going to do anything last night. I don't want to get involved with the police any more than I have to. But if I don't report him, then what?
I'll try and make sure he goes straight from now on.
A lot of people have tried that a lot of different ways, Ben.
Nobody's tried my way yet.
All right. Well, he's your responsibility.
Yes.
I hope you know what you're taking on.